Where are you at
week
in
or
the
so.
quarterback battle?
Where are we at?
In the quarterback battle?
Well, we're 6 days into it. I think that, we're starting to really get the quarterbacks now through the installation. I think now that we're through the installation, today was our next to last day. So I think Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I think I then start to look at, all right, we'll chart now aggressively and look for, all right, separation at that position. But, it's hard to get that separation when you're telling them to throw a route into coverage that it's not meant for that play, because you're just installing it, So we'll get into that probably early next week and start to get a feel for, as you said, that true competition. But the first 5 and 6 days you're laying down installation, and it's hard to really truly say. Look, if you're making the decision in these 5 days, you already knew who your quarterback was, really. So I wanted to get the installation in, and then we'll start to really focus in on who the guy is this week, because we'll put him in those competitive situations in 7-on-7 and in our team that will allow them to make those kinds of decisions right now.
What do you still have to see out of Folston and Bryant between now and August 30th?
Boy. I think with Greg, mental errors and trust of his offensive line. He has a tendency to give you an example, you have to be patient to let those linemen work to a second level. Greg will have a tendency to just, spurt out without that block setting up. And, Cam does a great job of setting that up and then hitting it. And Greg's got to trust his linemen and not just let his athletic ability take over. Because that'll work sometimes, but when you need it in those crucial situations, he's going to run into an out. So learning the playbook and knowing all the ins and outs of what we do, and then trusting the blocking schemes. Tarian, I think just take it over, I mean, at times I'd like to see him be more than just who he is, and it almost seems like you have to push him a little bit more than I'd like. I'd like to see a little bit more, hey, I'm going to take this position over. And he's really talented, and it looks like, we have to push him a little bit. I'd like to see a little bit more from him that I want to be the starter, and I don't want to share the ball with anybody. And so I think he's just got to decide that every day he's going to be the guy.